it's really me, Renee with an A, and welcome back to Fatty McFatfield Friday.
The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her.
Throw it in. Put it over some water. Yes, I drink my tap. There we go. Gotta get the water in. Okay, last time I had lost 29 pounds, so there's 29 marbles in there. And as of last Friday, I lost another 1.6, so I get to put one more marble in the jar. Here we go. Boom. There we go. So that brings my total to 30.6 pounds gone. Bye-bye. Welcome back to my channel. It is Friday once again. Here we are. And yes, that is right. I have now lost 30.6 pounds. Very, very happy about that. Lovely, lovely start these few months. I can't be more proud. As long as I see poundage coming off every week, I am so happy. Pound by pound, I say. Pound by pound, that is the way to do it. I had a pretty type of week. Not really eating wise. I ate pretty well, like I always do. Really didn't do anything different like that. It's just kind of been maybe a little stressful in different ways. Just life. Just totally life in general. But I did do, oh yes, you're going to be proud of me. I did do my exercise 3 times this week. Count them. 1, 2, 3. Sure did. 3 times. And let me tell you, y'all all know that I work out to Richard Simmons. Yes, I do. If you're new here, this girl works out with a VHS, nonetheless, Richard Simmons video. And he kicked my butt. Y'all remember the first time that I did it, because it's been many years since I have done the video, I had to take 3 songs off. I couldn't even finish the video. I had to fast forward through 3 of the pepped up songs and go to the end where they cool down. I couldn't. I was like, I just can't. Well, when I put it in the next time this week, for the first time this week, I really was starting to feel that way around that same song again. And I just pushed through. And I did it. I got through the video. I was so proud. And my cheeks were on fire. They were so red. And the heart was pounding, of course. Well, that's what it's supposed to do. And then it was probably 30 minutes later when I sat down to finally just rest and I was done with everything I needed to do. I had a small little anxiety attack. Yeah, I have suffered from those in the past. I understand what is happening in my body now. I know what it is. Doesn't make it any less difficult to go through, but it didn't really last that long, thank goodness. And I just know that it's just my body what are you doing? You're exercising and getting a heart rate up there. That's always been my triggers, is when my heart rate gets up there, brings on the palpitations, it brings on that fight or flight type of feeling. If anyone has ever suffered from anxiety or panic attacks, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, and I did read about it, that when you are starting off exercises or any kind of exercise routine, to be careful and make sure you are doing it correctly. And that's why Richard, he does stop where you have to take your pulse and make sure you're okay and you're not overdoing it and that you're in the right pattern that you're supposed to be. And I did all of that and I was fine. It was just my body adjusting to the exercise. So I was a little hesitant to do the exercise video the next day. But I was like, no, I'm not going to let this one little thing get me down, because there's nothing wrong with me. I'm okay. I'm not dying, not having a heart attack, because that's what you think when you have anxiety or panic attacks. And so I pushed through, did it the next day. I was fine. Did it the 3rd day, was fine. And today is going to be a rest day. I'm not working out today, but I will tomorrow, and I will this weekend, and I will try to continue that. That has been my biggest struggle, and you would think the eating would be my biggest struggle, since that's why I'm here. But that part has been easy so far. So I haven't really struggled there. I've struggled with getting that exercise routine in there. And now I did do it this week. So I'm I'm so glad that I finally do it. And it does, besides the anxiety attack time when I had it. The other days I felt really, really good, except in the morning when I wake up and the sciatica wants to kick in. You're a little bit sore, but that's a good thing. It's a really good thing. I know it makes you want to, when you're feeling sore or having an ache and a pain, you're like, oh, I'm not going to work out today. No, I pushed through it and I did it anyhow. And I feel great. So other than that, nothing else was out of the ordinary this week. Same old same. I really pretty much, like I said, eat the same things each week. Kind of doing the same thing. I did purchase these snack bars from Atkins, because I do a low-carb lifestyle. And this is the caramel chocolate nut roll bar. I mean, it's kind of similar to a Snickers bar, I would say. And it is only 3 net carbs. There. 2 sugars, 7 grams of protein, and 6 grams of fiber. And this is just a snack bar. It's not a full meal bar. So it's pretty good for a snack, for a chocolate bar. If you're craving that taste, these are good. Really, really good. And I do the meal bars sometimes when I don't do my shakes, my Slim Fast shakes. This is the Atkins meal bar. The snacks are usually blue, in the blue, and the meal bars are usually in the red. And this is a Atkins meal bar, and it is also 3 net carbs, 2 sugars, 12 fibers, and 16 proteins, because this has a little more in it and more vitamins and things, because it is a full meal. And I get these a box of 8, I believe, so that's 8 meals. And I caught them on sale last time for $8. This time I paid $10. Not that bad for 8 meals, you know, because one lunch sometimes costs $10 just on its own. And that's a cheap lunch sometimes for a good meal, a good lunch. And this is the chocolate peanut butter bar. And a lot of these bars, you know, meal bars, all kinds of brands out there. A lot of times I've had them and they taste like pure vitamin, cardboard, acorns, and tree bark. Yeah, taste horrible. These taste really good. Taste just like, I can taste the peanut butter. I love peanut butter. If you're a peanut butter fan and you want to do low carb, I do suggest that you try these out. The Atkins and I have had the chocolate chip ones and the mocha ones. They're good, but this one is totally my favorite. I don't taste the vitamins, and it kind of has that Reese cup taste. I love Reese's, which they do make Reese's sugar-free, but I do like them, and these are pretty good if you like Snickers. So I have to satisfy my chocolate craving. We're going to talk about that too a little bit here today. What I want to share with you today is really 10 little tips here that can take you through a whole diet. I mean, I've got it all on one little page. It's called the 10 Commandments of Weight Loss. And here are 10 of these commandments that really you could stick by to complete a diet and get through it. All right, here we go. I'm going to go through these quick so this video is not that long, because y'all know I like to ramble. Number 1, lifestyle, not a diet. I've said that before. Yes, we're on a diet. I'm doing a diet, but it is a lifestyle change for me. It has to be long-term, not short-term. This is not a short-term fix. It has to become a way of life. Isn't that so true? Because there's so many times where you start a diet, and I have in the past, y'all know, I've dropped 60 some pounds plus and then gain 100 back. It's terrible, because it was just, I wasn't changing my whole lifestyle. It was just a temporary fix at the time, instead of fixing the issues that I have so it will carry on permanently and I not put this weight back on. So that's where I am now. Got my mindset. Get your mindset. You got to get organized. I'm all about organization in my whole life. I am all about it. Structure your life and you'll structure your eating. It's so true. You have to have routines. You can't just haphazardly go through a diet when you're wanting to lose weight and, what am I going to have for breakfast? What am I going to do for lunch? Because then you'll end up messing up and just eating whatever. You kind of have to have a plan. You have to think ahead. Okay, do I have my shakes? If you're going to do meal replacements, do I have enough to get me through the week till I go to the store again? Do I have snacks on hand in case I have a craving or this or that? So you have to get structured. A little routine going on, which routine turns into habits. Habits. Okay, number 3, eat small. We talked about this last time. Portion control is crucial for losing weight, okay? Oh, my mind still says that I need something this big when I only need something way smaller. Mine still wants these big portions. Still got the fat girl brain. Number 4, learn to leave food on your plate. That goes right along with the portion control. The portion control. Don't be afraid to leave it. I have been afeared of leaving. It's like it's there. I'm full though. My body is satisfied. I got what I need, my fuel for the day. So why do I need to eat those 5 extra bites or whatever? It's okay to box it up and take it home for later. It's okay to have it for another meal. And I have done that many times now. We used to not have as many leftovers in the house as we do now, because this girl used to eat them all. I used to eat them. Now I can say, oh, well, I may fix y'all a little something else, but I still have food left over from lunch or food left over from last night's dinner that I don't want to waste, and I'll eat it for another meal. You know, don't be afraid to leave it on the plate and box it up for later. Okay? Number 5, never feel deprived. That's why I had to buy some chocolate bars that I can have, because, you know, we're still human. We're still people, and we get cravings. We do. So don't deprive yourself, because it only forces you sometimes to do binge eating or to overeat something because you have deprived yourself of something. So don't deprive yourself. There's so many other options out there now for whatever diet that you're on that you could buy and hoard up in the cabinet and have for a time when you're like, ugh, I just really want a taste of ice cream. Well, guess what? On my diet, they have Carb Smart ice cream at the store. Doesn't cost that much. $3 or $4 for a whole carton, and a little bowl satisfies that craving for me. And it's only a few carbs. They have sugar-free ice cream, sugar-free chocolate, gluten-free this, gluten-free that. You know, whatever diet you're on or lifestyle you want to try to take on, they have it. So don't deprive yourself. Number 6, make a meal out of it. I love this. Make a ceremony out of every meal. I just imagine like my chicken marrying my steak, and like chicken's got on a little veil, and they got like flowers around, and they're having a little party, and there's balloons. That's what I thought of immediately when I read it. It's like, do they mean have a little party with my meal? Make a meal out of it. Make a little ceremony, so then you appreciate the food that you have. Some people are like, you are crazy. Well, you do what you do to get it done, right? To make yourself believe. This is good stuff here. Number 7, eat slowly. That way you will feel satisfied before you've eaten too much. That is so true. I really don't have a big problem with eating too fast. I do kind of what they say, make love to my food, you know, when each bite is, taste this, taste that. I am more of the ceremony type with my food, but I have been around people that I went out to eat with or so, or had them in my home, and they scarfed that food down. They're on plate number 2, and I'm still trying to finish plate 1. You got to give your body time to digest it too, and you enjoy it more, and then you don't eat as much, because it's like all of a sudden, if you eat too fast, it like hits your gut, and then you're like, oh, I've overdid it. I feel miserable. All right, number 8, enjoy your food. Same type of thing about eating it slow. I love this little quote. It's one of life's greatest pleasures, not punishment. There's so many people too, and I've even felt this way before. When you go on a diet, you feel like you're on a punishment because you did something wrong, you've overate for a long time, and now it's time to suffer the consequence. Well, diet does not have to be a consequence. It does not have to be a punishment, because you find what you like to eat that you can have in your diet, and then you eat that. You don't want your eating time to become, like it says, a punishment. You don't want it to become something you dread. You need it to become something, oh, I can't wait to eat that meal. That's my favorite meal, and I can have it. So you got to find what works for you and what you like, okay? Don't punish yourself. You're doing a good job. Don't punish yourself. Reward yourself. Treat yourself. Shoot. Number 9, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. That's what came into my crazy mind when I read that. Exercise is essential for weight loss. That's the one that this big gal needed to hear. And I conquered that this week. 3 times a week is what you're supposed to do. I probably should do more since I am the obese person, I should do a little more movement, I do believe, than just 3 times a week. But that's what you're supposed to do, just 3 times a week, because it does take 3,500 calories that you need to burn to lose 1 pound. I'm trying to educate myself. I've been reading about it. And bigger folk, because we got more to lose, when you're severely obese like I am, you burn more calories when you are moving around and working out. So you got to move it. Got to move it, move it. That's why I like to dance with Richard Simmons. So I just kind of do my thing, do my moves. I move it, move it. Y'all should see it one time. It's a sight. Yeah. Number 10. Number 10. Get enough sleep. Structuring sleep patterns will regulate your metabolism. Yes, it will. You can't just, that goes back to getting an organized life. You have to have routine, you have to have patterns, and your body has to have rest. It has to have those times, and that helps with your metabolism and helps your body to feel rest. It's all about putting the right things in it and fueling your body, and sleep is part of that. All of it is. Another one I would like to add, so I guess this will be the 11 commandments, is another one too is don't eat past 7 o'clock. That is a hard one, because sometimes when I'm busy through the day-to-day life, I might get off of work a little later, picking up the kid, getting back home, you got laundry, you got to go run some errands, sometimes cook, clean that up. By that time it's bedtime, it could be 8. You know, it's sometimes the dinner gets pushed a little bit further. So I've had to make sure I'm eating around 6, eating around 5, which sometimes is hard to do. But if all possible, try very hard not to eat past 7 o'clock and not before 6 a.m. And see, that's your body's mode of rest. You don't want to lay down on a huge meal, because you're not going to be burning it off while you're sleeping. You're going to not lose the weight that you need to when you eat after 7 o'clock. Okay, those are the 11 commandments. I added my own. I thought those were very useful. Those are really great. I just got those off of the internet. I did not come up with them myself. I did add a little bit to it to make it my own. But if you just follow those commandments there, that will get you through any diet that you're doing. It doesn't matter what kind you're doing. All right, I'm going to leave you with today. Oh, and I do want to show you one thing. Let me show you that first. I did get myself a little treat. I did treat myself. Hold on, let me show you. Okay. Our Kmart here, yes, we still have a Kmart, but not for long. It is going out of business. And things right now, and it may be 70% off now, but when I went, it was 60% off of the clothes, which is really cheap. So I went ahead and got me 2 outfits. Well, a shirt and a dress top thing or whatever. That is a smaller size. I got extra large. And it's kind of a big flowy type at the bottom. I did try them on already, because right now I'm still like a 2 or 3X. And I was a 4 or 5X. So just losing 30 pounds, I have went down a size. And so it is a big thing for me to say I can fit into an extra large. I know some people don't want to dare say, I'm an extra large. Well, when you've been a 4 or 5X, to say you can fit into an extra large, that's a big thing. That is a big goal. That's one of my first steps. So I'm pretty much knowing, I hope so, I think so, by the time I lose 50 pounds, which I'm getting there, really close, not that far out of reach, that these should fit very nicely. So let us see. And they are bigger extra larges because of the way they're made. I may have to show you. This is the top. Isn't that beautiful? Now I put it on because it's long. Probably goes like past my knees. This is the dress. But you see how big and flowy through there. It's one of those, oversized type dresses. Of course, it fits down here. So it's not one of those extra large that's like a form fitting. But up top is very, very, very tight. Like I almost busted it when I tried it on. Around my arms and through here in the chest area, like through all in here and like under there. Very, very tight. So it is a goal outfit. I love this outfit. It's something I could wear to church or wherever. So I was like, I get it. It was like $10, maybe $8, because it was 60% off. Wait, I do have the tag. So it was 60% off of $24.99. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. So yeah, so a little more weight. I will be in this. I love it. And then I got a shirt, kind of hippie looking type, which I love. It's an extra large also. Same type of flowiness down at the bottom. You know, that's so in style nowadays. And same deal is tied up at the top, around in here and through here. So it's a goal to get into. I do have 2 other pants that I got from the thrift store that I will incorporate in my next thrift store haul that I will probably do Tuesday. They are a size 2X, but they're more form-fitting type of 2X. And I put it on, and it went over my gut, but it was so tight, so tight. And I have some pair of my jeans that I have saved that are almost going to button. So I'm very, very close. Very, very, very close. And I love that. I love that. So you have to, the 12th commandment, reward yourself. When you hit a certain goal, have goals. Like my first goal is to lose 50 pounds, which will put me under 300 pounds. That is a big goal. That is a big achievement that I cannot wait to be under 300 pounds because it's been a few years since I have been under 300 pounds. Now, when I get under 200 pounds, like I told you, I'm going to do a backflip, shoot off the confetti cannons. It's going to be grand and glorious. But, so yeah, so it's good to have little outfits down the line of different sizes to try to get into and try to reach those goals. All right. Here's the moment you've all been waiting for. The weigh-in time. It's time to weigh in. But first, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I know you're probably tired of hearing me say that. But please, if you're new here, I do have other videos that I do. I upload this one every Friday for my weight loss journey that I've been on since January 1st. And I sing every Sunday. And I do mystery box openings sometimes and thrift store hauls, and sometimes go on some little adventures here and there and take you along with me. So please subscribe to my channel. I believe I am 7 now away from hitting 100 subscribers. And when I hit 100 subscribers, I am going to do a giveaway. And I've already started piling in what I'm going to give away, and I want to give back to you because, like I said, I cannot do this without you. I love talking to you guys and you holding me accountable and supporting me and supporting each other. It's just a grand and glorious thing. It's marvelous, magnificent. Okay. Weigh-in time. Here we go. Let's see how I did for this week. Here we go.